Hello everyone, I'm Miss K, your guide in your Canada Academy journey. As part of your training, you need to be proficient in one of the primary tools we use at Canada Academy called Edsby. Edsby is our learning management system. This is where all course content is located. Students will access all the lessons through this. Logging in on Edsby is just a click of the button. After Canada Academy programs your Microsoft for Education or Google for Education teacher account, all you need to do is click Microsoft 365 Login or Google Login at the www.canada.edsby.com homepage. And then poof, you're logged in. Please watch this next part to further assist you in logging into Edsby. Hello everyone, I'm Miss K, your teacher guide for your Canada Academy journey. Today, I will show you how to log into Edsby and view your active classes. Logging in on Edsby is just a click of the button. Go to www.canada.edsby.com and log in using either your Microsoft 365 account or your Google Teacher account. Here's how to log in using your Microsoft 365 account. Click on Microsoft 365, type your email address, click Next, type your password, click on Sign In, and choose whether you would want your browser to remember your username and password. I would click Yes, since I would want that the next time that I visit the website, it's going to be so much easier for me to log in. No need for me to input the same credentials that I did earlier. Here's how to sign in using your Google Teacher account. Click on the button that says Google, and once it leads you to a page asking for your email address, type your email address. Click Next. Type your password. Next, and wait for the page to load all of your classes and students in Edsby. It's that easy. Let me know if you have any questions. You will see your active classes on the left side of the screen. With just a click, you can access all your assigned courses. Please watch this next part to further assist you in accessing classes on Edsby. Hello, it's Miss K again, your Canada Academy teacher guide. This time, I will show you how to access your Edsby classes. Once you're logged into your Edsby account, your existing classes would show up on the left side of the screen. In my case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 classes that are appearing on the left side. If you want to display all of the classes that you've handled, you can click on Classes, and there's a filter at the top that would allow you to access all of your current classes, all the classes that you've completed this year, and even the ones that were dropped. If you want to enter a class, you can click on the class that you would like to enter, or you could also enter the class by clicking on the title of the class on this area of the screen. This is how a sample class would look like. Once you click to open the class, the content will appear on the left side of the screen. Once you enter a class, you will see the course content on the left side. This contains the Peer Deck lessons, videos, and assessments for each lesson. Students can freely access this. So what guides you and the students for the weekly deliverables? The weekly journals. You can find the content on the left side of the screen inside the class. The content is on the left side of the screen, and the weekly journals are posted at the center, and you can also see it on the right side of the screen. For weekly journals, you need to coordinate with the assigned Kannada Academy teacher. The Kannada Academy teacher is responsible for the assessment and evaluation and report cards, and they will be the ones responsible for the inspection with the ministry. The teacher facilitator will need to decide the student's pace and communicate this with the Kannada Academy teacher. The Kannada Academy teacher will then post the weekly journals. The peer deck lessons, videos, third-party websites, and textbooks will easily be accessible on the post. Please watch this next part to further assist you in posting weekly journals. Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you how to post journal entries for your Edsby classes. In this sample, we're accessing my ESLDO class because really that's the first step. You just really want to open the class where you want the journal entries to be posted. Second step is to click on the journal icon at the top. And it should load a bunch of fields that you need to fill out, such as the unit number, the class date, specifically the date and the time, the topics covered, and the to-do list for your students before you hit on share. I'll fill out a sample journal entry so that I could show you how this exactly looks like. For the first field, which is units, in this example, I will be covering Unit 3 with my students. And then class date, this depends on your agreement with your students. For my students, we've agreed that there would be a new set of lessons every Monday. So for this week, I'm going to post July 19th. And then for the time, I usually set it at a standard 8 a.m. so that they could access the lessons bright and early. For the topics covered and the to-do list, this is something that you need to get in your course folder in Microsoft. Once you're inside the course folder, you just want to open the weekly journals document and then head over to the week that you're covering. In my example, we're already covering week 8 for ESLDO. For topics covered, you just want to copy this side over here and paste that. So that should give your students an idea of the topics that we will be covering for that week. Lastly would be the to-do list, which is the lessons that you will be covering. Right now, I'm copying all 3 lessons, but it's really up to you how you want to break that up. As far as the previous lessons that I've had with my students, 3 lessons per week is something doable for them. But again, you could break that up into daily lessons depending on how you set your goals with your students. Something that I'd like to share, I always want to highlight each lesson so that it will attract the students' attention. And I'm just going to exit the full screen. And if you're confident with the formatting, making sure that you edit the peer deck links to student links, then click on share. Okay, that's how it would look like on your student side. Lesson 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, and the topics that will be covered for that week. Some teacher facilitators may also want to break up the weekly journals posted by the Kannada Academy teacher and post daily journals the night before after they gauge what their students accomplish in class. This is completely acceptable. It is just important that you always show the weekly journals and communicate with the teacher if anything needs to be modified, as the Ontario Ministry of Education considers this the Kannada Academy Teacher's Day Plan Book,
and they will want to see it during the inspection. If there are issues, please make sure to contact the Canada Academy teacher. At this point, you should be monitoring student access on peer decks and their submissions. You do this by updating the student monitoring sheet.
To review, as a teacher facilitator, you will receive a student monitoring sheet shared between you and the Canada Academy teacher. The Canada Academy teacher will encode the preliminary student list and the fixed course outline. Each course will have its student monitoring sheet. Once shared, your task is to update it daily to ensure that the students are progressing. This list is your primary means of communication between you and the Canada Academy teacher. Apart from tracking submissions, you will also monitor student access on peer decks. The Canada Academy teacher will share the co-teaching links weekly, and you can access them within 7 days. During this period, you can give students feedback and check where they are in the peer deck lessons. Then, you will take note of the progress in the student monitoring sheet. Watch the next part to understand how to fill in student monitoring.
Hello, it's Ms. K, your Canada Academy teacher guide. As a teacher facilitator, you will receive a student monitoring sheet shared between you and the Canada Academy teacher. The purpose is to ensure that our students are progressing throughout the course. In this video, I will show you how to record your students' progress in the student monitoring sheet. The first step is to access the file that your Canada Academy teacher shared to you. This is what the student monitoring sheet will look like. So on the left side, you already have the outline for the course. And at the top, you will have to write the names of the students. Each course has its own student monitoring sheet. For example, I have a student in ESLDO, and I would be tracking his progress in the student monitoring sheet. So I simply have to type the name of my student at the top. Let's say okay. Then make sure that you type done right beside each of the lessons that he has already accomplished. Same with assessment. Making sure that everything is clearly visible to you and the Canada Academy teacher. You can even color code it. For example, your student has already submitted but did not follow instructions. You could click on the color at the top and then click on the Format Painter icon and put it on top of the cell that you would want to color. So just make sure to keep track of all the peer deck lessons and assessments that your student has already submitted and completed. Keep doing so until such time that you reach the final task for the course, which is the rich summative task. Let me know if you have any questions.
We hope this video helps you understand Edsby, weekly journals, and the student monitoring sheet. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask us. Thank you for your time. It has been my pleasure to share information about Canada Academy International. We look forward to having you join our school.